Hey, what is going on, guys? I have got another gameplay for you, my first Demoman gameplay. It's a long game and it's a great game. The enemy team was hard, I thought, very hard for me. For a Demoman anyway, there was lots of scouts, there were lots of good players. Scouts are always hard for Demoman because when they charge you, it's hard for you to combat, because I have the Ulpul Caver, so it really is like a last resort thing, or like a troll weapon, but I don't really troll that much in this video. I do get a pocket with me for the start, but the pocket does go away, and we were very close to capturing the points, and you know, we didn't have much time in between to capture them, and I was trying to get my team to push, and we did have, you know, stack of some classes. We had 4 spies at one point, and their heavy medic team, they have a really good heavy. He's wearing like this hat which has the mustache with it. I forgot what it's called. Might be the Soviet gentleman, something like that. Anyway, he's the good heavy, so watch out for him. He will get me a few times, and you know what? Overhealed heavies are just tanks. They have so much health, and it was just really hard for me to, you know, combat them. But the other classes were fine and didn't have that much trouble. Scouts, you know, got a bit in my face, and a few snipers as well on this game during the last points of the gameplay. But overall, good game, good fair game. It wasn't, you know, one team rolling the other or one team dominating the other. It's the kind of game that I really like in TF2, where it's really balanced and it's a really fair fight, and they're my favourite games. I don't like games where you can just roll past the enemy. It's no fun, and obviously I don't like the games where you get rolled by the other enemy. I don't think anybody does. That's why, you know, Team Scramble, that's why it's on. It's not to put one player's on the losing side and change it over so everyone gets fair wins, fair losses. It's, you know, to make an even game so the games don't just last, you know, 2 minutes long. It's a good long fight like this 16-minute game. So yeah, those are the kind of games that I like, and pretty sure everyone likes those games, unless you're a, you know, you're a win whore or a kill whore, then that's what you would like. But as you can see here, we've got lots of spies. You can see them stacked, and 2 spies up there plus me spamming stickies, and they've still, you know, not managed to take out the heavy up there, and he really gives me troubles. That heavy, he was the death of me this game. If he got a few more kills on me, I probably wouldn't have uploaded this, but I thought the game was good, so I decided to record it. And also I wanted to make a Demoman gameplay because I have not made a Demoman gameplay before. I really do not play Demoman. It's second to bottom on my played list. Bottom is heavy. I've only played about 13 hours of heavy. Played about 20 hours of Demoman. And I really don't play him, but I've started to like him more, because before I got confused, because the main weapon for Demo, the first primary weapon, I mean, is the pipe bomb launcher, whatever it's called. Grenade launcher, I think, something. And I thought that was like the main weapon, and it was the best weapon to use, kind of like common sense. When I was using the soldier, I was using the rocket launcher, not the shotgun. But I didn't know that the sticky bomb launcher was actually... Don't have a go at me if you think it's different, but I think it's better. I think it's a lot easier to hit people with, because it's got that, you know, explode on impact, and you can choose the impact, like the time of it. And you've also got a lot more shots. You've got 8 shots, and you can just spam them out, which I commonly call Demoman Demospam, because you can spam quite a lot. You know, 4 grenades, then 8 stickies. It's a lot of shooting. And I do spam a lot in this video. I just spam stickies because that's how I get kills with Demoman, just spamming stickies. And you may think my style's a little bit weird, the way I spam stickies. It's kind of like shoot one, explode it, shoot one, explode it, shoot one, explode it. Whereas I've seen other people just cluster on about 5 and then explode it and get a triple kill. Whereas I, you know, I'm picking off the single enemies. But I won't be using the pipe bomb much this game. and I won't be using the Ulpul Caber much this game. As I said, it is a last resort. Like, if a scout gets in my face, I'll just, pull out the Ulpul Caber. He'll either run away and take some shots, or he'll run into me and get blown up, and I'll take him down with me. I quite like the Ulpul Caber. I'm not a troll. I just like the aspect that you could be on like 2 health, and then you hit them, and they're on full health, and they can go down. I mean, it can be quite overpowered, and I can see why people would think that. But I like to use it, and you know, it doesn't get used that much. It's not one of those weapons where you notice it you notice that it's overpowered, if you know what I mean. It's like that with most weapons. Unless it gets used a lot, you don't really notice it that much. It's only when, you know, people are using, say, like a gunslinger, for example. If there's 3 people on the enemy team using a gunslinger, you start to notice the little bit of OP there. But if there's only one person using it, you know, it's one little annoyance, and it's not as much as annoyance as an enemy. So I have no problem with the gunslinger. Just to clear this up, I had a bit of a rant about the backburner in one of my previous videos, that I said it was a faggy weapon. Didn't mean to say that. I'm not homophobic or anything. It just came out. And the backburner, the reason I don't like it is because it can kill you incredibly fast when they're behind you, like ridiculously fast. It's like kind of like a sniper headshot. You don't even know it's hit you. So that's the only reason why. But I won't rant on about it. So as you can see here, we're just pushing this point here, and this corner's usually quite hard to take, and I am getting a lot of damage down. I'm getting, you know, just spamming those 1 stickies in, hitting 3 enemies at a time, and I even take down this sentry here with a few clustered stickies. So I thought this point was going to be easy, but didn't work out like that. This mini sentry here gave me a lot of trouble. It was in a good spot. No matter where I went, it just seemed to get me, so I was really struggling with that spot. I couldn't get out the door unless I, you know, took off some health from myself. I couldn't go out this door here unless I took off health from myself again. He went wrangle, so I went for my chance, but then he got me, you know, and 12 health, and then this pyro came up behind me, so not much you can do. The reason I check the scoreboard every now and again is not to, you know, check my kills, just to check how other teammates are doing, because what I like to do in Team Fortress 2 is, if I need to change class because it's not working out for me, and say the class I want to go is Spy, but there is already 3 Spies, I will look on the leaderboards, see which guys are doing well, see which guys have got zaps and stuff like that, and if, you know, if all 3 have done nothing, then I'll, you know, send them a message, you know, do you want to switch classes, or I'll go Spy, I'll help out, you know, tell them that. But if it's just one class, like, I don't like stacking 2 classes, like 2 Demoman, so I'll just check on them as well. Yeah, that's what I like to do, because I don't like having stacked classes, and I don't like being in a stacked class. Like, if I'm first in the game and I choose a sniper, and then 4 other people go sniper, I kind of feel a bit, you know, well, what are you doing? Because I was kind of here, and I said that I was going to be sniper, and now 3 others have gone sniper, but, you know, can't do everything, so I just like to kind of, like, if you've chosen that class, I don't really want people to, you know, go the same class. I would never do that to other people unless heavy was the only class spare, because I cannot play heavy. I'm really bad at heavy. Oh, before there, that was a really good Ulpul Caber kill, and the reason I was, you know, taunting or sending a message after that was because he usually, you know, there's quite a lot of campers that usually camp on that cliff there, and it can be really tough to get them. So I just did a bit of, you know, a troll there, and just got him with the Ulpul Caber. And as you can see here, this is how I deal with scouts, just randomly spray stickies everywhere, and, you know, they might just run into it. But the snipers are already back on that cliff, and the reason I don't like them being there is because this spot of the map does have a lot of those fall down points where the cart will go backwards, and it can be incredibly tough to deal with when you've got, you know, a sniper headshotting off your medics and heavies. Even your power classes like Soldier and, you know, Demo Man as well. But this point of the map was probably the smoothest part, which is always good because this part usually takes the longest because of the downfall. So one downfall can cost a lot of time, and this last point on upward is always a hard point to get. You know, and if you stack classes on this last point and the spies, you know, aren't getting their jobs done, it's not their fault. If a spy can't get his job done, it's probably because the team is spy aware. That's either because you've stacked spies or because, you know, you've got good engineers or good teammates, good pyros, good spy checkers, etc. But it can be quite a hard point to penetrate, the last point of upward, because of the sentry locations. They have the height advantage, and height advantage in TF2 is quite a lot. People who play Soldier will know that, and also Demo Man as well. Because it's a lot harder to shoot someone upwards, because say for example you're a soldier and you're shooting upwards, you're actually shooting into the air, and it's luck whether they just walk into it. It won't hit a wall behind them if you're shooting upwards, because it'll just glide on and go into the air. Yeah, and if you're above, shooting at the ground, shooting down at people is so easy. It's incredibly easy. They cannot strafe and dodge as much as, you know, someone shooting straight at you, because you haven't got that time, or it hasn't got the, I don't know what it is, but there's something about the motion of it that it just is so much easier to dodge when they're face to face with you. It's like people who play Soldier, again, they would know that if you shoot straight at somebody's chest, they can just move out of the way and it will fly past them into nothingness. Whereas if you shoot at their feet, it's got that splash damage which you can use. You don't really get that as much with Demo Man because of the explosive range, and you can detonate it yourself, but you can get it as well. So this was the last point, and this corner was probably the hardest point of the map. For us, it always is really. I mean, this corner, you know, once you get round it, you kind of stay there, but it's so awkward, this last point. I mean, no matter where you go, you're going to be below them unless you're on those windows, which are dead awkward because those windows are so narrow and there's only like 3 of them. You know, a rocket will cover 1 window, so, and also a heavy and a sentry will cover 1 window, and I really don't like going up there. I usually just like going, you know, downwards, and for this match I decided to take the role as kind of like a bit of a cart pusher, a bit of a spammer, cart clearer, because I know that my other teammates, they weren't too keen on pushing the carts. You know, it's fine, you don't need everyone pushing the cart. 3 people, keep it up, 2 people, keep it up. But it can be quite a strain, you know, when you see people, you know, you want people to push the cart when you're dead, if you know what I mean. So when the cart pushers are dead, you need people to carry on that push, but if they're not doing it, then it's a bit tough. But it's a pub match and you can't expect everything of everybody. It's not Highlander or anything like that. But this corner is ridiculously hard, like I keep saying, but you'll see in a moment where the sentry spot is if you've not played upward. It's just as you come around this corner under this balcony here, you can just get jumped down on like that. If that wasn't a crit, you know, tube, what would have happened to me? I don't know. But yeah, it was very hard. I get a lot of crits in this game, and I don't know why, maybe because I put just a lot of tubes out. You know, the more bullets you put out, the more chance you're going to get a crit. And this was the 3 windows I was talking about before, you know. They're just covered by snipers, sentries, and it's really awkward getting in this point here. As you can see, taunting, because it was such a hard kill, you know. I think it's because I sent him, I think I was the one that Ulpul cabered him before, maybe that's why he taunted. But I really don't like taunters, unless it's a joke, but, you know, some people just, taunting just can frustrate me, and it really gets me going. Oh, sorry, bit of a voice crack there. But it does, yeah. Because people do it, you know, just to troll you, and people just taunt because they think it's funny, and they'll send you a message like, "Ha, you suck," or "You're so bad, you're a tryhard," or something stupid like that. And it's just not friendly, you know. T-Ball just 2. it's got one of the best gaming communities there is, and it's just, you know, you don't really expect trolls to be in it, but, you know, trolls will be trolls, and let them get on with life. I blew myself up there because I made a sticky trap on the corner, and then I retreated, put one sticky down near the heavy, thinking I was smart, and then, you know, blew myself up. Yeah. The gameplay is coming near to the end. We now have a medic, which was incredibly helpful for this last point. You need an Uber, and you'll see the Uber and what it does, because without the Uber, you really can't get these sentries down. It's just too hard, I find. Especially when you've got an NG camping them, and when you've got those snipers as well. You can't stand still for 2 seconds with those things about. Yeah, and the medic was really helpful for this. I think he might have been the same medic from the start that was AFK that pocketed me and gave me an Uber at the start. He might have been. I was not sure. He might have just left and then another guy joined. But here, if you can get round to here, this is probably, I would advise you, you know, the best spot to tackle the sentries from that that long bit, because you can shoot over the crates as a demo man because you've got the looping shots and get some good cart pushing. And luckily there, he got crits on me as a heavy. And this is when I start telling my team, you know, we can push now because the sentries are down. And that's what my team exactly does. And it was a really good game. Thank you for watching, and, you know, let the gameplay finish itself off, and, you know, there might just be a bonus clip at the end. James Dean, 42 points, Demo Man. Thank you for watching, guys.